Hey everyone, today we are going to the Orange Belt. I don't remember my actual path, honestly, but I know I picked this one, or I may have picked this one. This is a 150. 150 is a huge pain in the ass. To remind myself what it was, I looked up Lady Locke's video um, on the 150, and even she had some trouble with it. And we're talking about a very skilled picker having a little bit of trouble. Not a lot of trouble, but just a little bit, which she's black belt probably a few times over. I'm only purple belt on the Reddit and Discord, so I'm definitely not as advanced. But I do remember the 150 being a pain in the ass just because of the way the pins are. So we may dig into this, but I need to maybe reacquaint myself with it. But I do have another orange belt, which is this 570. This one is not does not have a spring in the shackle. Key retaining until it's shut. I do have a brass model, a 575 and a 576. On the LPU Lock Explorer page, it says, due to unbalanced stacks, drivers may rest below the shear line, risking damage to the spring if the chamber is not picked. So that's uncomfortable. I don't remember that, but basically if a driver's down and the pin itself both are down below the shear line in one of the spots, the other four, if you pick them and then you turn the core, the spring's going to get wrapped up into the core of everything. So I don't remember this lock being a problem, but let's see. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Pin number 1, binding. Nice click at a 1, 2's loose, 3, 4. We'll click on 5. Do 1, 2, 3. We'll click out 3, 4, 5. Go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're open. I didn't feel any springs getting wrapped up, so I'm assuming they're both, all of them are above the shear line, but some of them cannot be. I didn't feel any counter rotation or anything on this lock, so this might be the easier model, the 570, 575 and 576, especially the one I guess has the spring on the shackle, have spool pins in them. But this one, I don't feel anything. I mean, it's feels standard. Maybe one day I'll cut it open and find out, but medium tension, top of the keyway. Remember I told you to try to get away from that bottom of the keyway stuff going on. Sometimes you do need it. It is possible. I was looking at, I think, if I remember right, the A-Bus 80 Ti 50. 80 Ti. Is it green? Yeah. This is a green belt, so I'll have to dig into that at some point. But the keyway is a little gnarly. Not bad. So we may have to get a bottom of the keyway tensioner out just so we can use it as a platform. Alright, see, this is going to be awkward. I remember this lock now. Using it as a platform to pick off of, because it gets us away from this part of the warding right here, this little tooth coming out, so we can kind of use it as a platform to come in and pick from this angle. The one's definitely a spool. I just set it by touching it, but anyway, you can go through, and it's pretty nifty. We may not do a top of the keyway there, so sometimes there is a place for bottom of the keyway, but Generally, if you can use top of the keyway, it's a lot better on this lock. If you don't have like a 15, maybe 18 thousandths, I forgot what this one is. You might not get around this part of the warding right here, but also I'm kind of picking off of this warding, and or because my pick is thin enough, it clears that warding right there, so it's not too bad. But if you're not used to tensioning very well, then thinner picks are going to bend, which they're going to bend anyway. I think it's got a little bit of a bend to it, but not too bad. Anyway, Master Lock 570. Have fun. They're pretty cheap. You can get them at most hardware stores in the US. If you got any questions, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'll answer it or try to go through something a little bit better. I'll probably do a video on picks next, just so some people have some. It's probably the #1 question, the LPU Reddit, is where do I start? What picks do I get? And everybody wants to get those Amazon picks like this that been super easy, made of just crap metal. And you can, for the money, you can get a much better pick set. So I'll probably do that next and then work on getting this open, reacquaint myself with this lock. Anyway, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.